Hi, I'm Jonathan Block. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and use the Boss RE-202 Space Echo as a sound-on-sound looper with up to 6 seconds of delay. In this video, I'll be doing the setup and demonstration with a bass, but I've also done a video using the setup and demonstration with a Mellotron, and there's a link in the description down below to that video. The first thing we need to do is to put the Boss Space Echo into long delay mode. To do this, press and hold the tap button while giving the pedal power with the AC adapter. Once the tempo light stops flashing, we're now in the settings mode. Check out the online reference manual. It'll give you a list of all the different things you can change. For example, you can change the reverb type from spring to hall to plate to room. But we're going to change the delay time to a long delay mode. To do that, we need to change the mode selector switch to 11, and that will put us right now, because I've already had this in long delay mode, number 1 means it is in long delay mode. So I'm going to put it to manual. Once you get into this setting like we just went through, most likely your green light will be on. That's the stock mode, 600 milliseconds on the knob, and you can tap up to a 1 second delay. Press the button to 1. Now we're in long delay mode. The knob is still 600 milliseconds, but now we can tap up to a 2 second delay. So now that we have long delay mode set, press the tap button again, and now we're just back into the unit. So we want to move the selector switch to head 1, and I'm going to tap out a 2 second delay. Now you can use a stopwatch or some other method to get close as possible, but for this demo, I'm just going to do it in my head. All right, so we've got about a 2 second delay there. You can see it flashing. At this point, I can move the head to head 2, the switch to head 2, and now I have a 4 second delay. And if I move it to head 3, now I have the 6 second delay. You can tell that the flashing of the tap light does not change. It stays with that 2 seconds. At this point, what I would recommend doing is changing the knobs wherever you want them to and saving this to a memory slot. This way, once you've got that 2 second delay, or if you turn it to a 4 or 6 second, you never have to worry about it again. You don't have to tap again. You can change settings and save it into another memory slot. Or if you change the settings and you want to get back to your original sound, you just go back to the memory. We're just going to be interested in the intensity knob. That's what controls the repeats. So where it's set now, which is about 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, that will give you the least amount of sound degradation and decrease in volume over time. Now, this is a delay unit. This is not meant to be a looper. If you're looking for pristine sound quality and you want to control how the volume goes down over time, you need a traditional looping pedal. There's a lot of idiosyncrasies with this that work great for sound-on-sound looping, but probably not for some other applications. Particularly for Frippertronics-style sound-on-sound looping, where you're creating a loop and then having that fade out while adding new loops or new elements, is great for this unit because we've got the 6 second delay. Frippertronics is about 5 to 6 seconds anyways, so this is great for that. Now, while I am playing, I do kind of get the intensity knob down to about noon or less than that when I want the loop volume to decrease faster. And this way I can then add other elements. And you can really just keep a loop going over and over and over again. That's basically it. We're now in long delay mode. Let's see what this can do. Now that we've got the Boss Space Echo set up in long delay mode, just want to do a short sample loop with the bass. I'll also be using a Boss GT1000 core for multi-effects. Everything's going into the iPad Pro in GarageBand, but I'm not doing anything special with that, so no need to go over that. So in the sample loop, I'll just get a few sounds going, do a little soloing, have the loop fade out, and we'll fade some stuff back in. I just want to show kind of making the loop itself with some different elements. Alright, so you can hear with the bass, even when I have some octave up sounds, it's, it's a lot thinner than some other instruments. But you can hear, you can kind of keep the loop going, it evolves. Turn the space echo off, the loop keeps going, and then you can solo. And then, by turning the intensity knob down, the volume will just continue to decrease over time. You can also use the echo volume to kind of do it more manually. But you get the idea. There's a lot of options, and using really any sound source.